Now that we've gone over every main series Animal Crossing game, aside from the recently released New Horizons, I wanted to quickly discuss the franchise's spin-offs and other appearances. These range from small applications to full games of varying quality, and there's actually quite a lot to cover, so let's take a look at every Animal Crossing side game and spin-off. Over the years, there have been quite a few Animal Crossing themed apps released across several platforms. For the Nintendo DSi, there were clock and calculator apps through the DSiWare service. In Japan and Europe exclusively, Photos with Animal Crossing was an AR photo app that used specific Animal Crossing cards. For the Wii U, there was Animal Crossing Plaza, an app that allowed New Leaf players to share content like designs, dream addresses, and screenshots to Miiverse, since Miiverse wasn't originally available for the 3DS. Moving on to the larger titles, in 2015, Nintendo started to release Animal Crossing Amiibo figures and cards for two spin-off titles, the first of which was Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer. This released as a spin-off to New Leaf, and focuses on interior and exterior decorating instead of the usual life sim aspects of the series. You work at Nook Homes and design the inside and outside areas of villagers' homes. You can also develop a variety of facilities around the hub area, like a school, a hospital, or shops. Outside of some basic criteria, there's no incentive to do particularly well, since villagers will like the houses you make no matter what. Over time, you can also unlock more items to use, so it's possible to redesign houses and facilities, but the gameplay is still fairly limited. You can also visit the houses and facilities you've made, and the facilities in particular have a variety of charming scenes, ranging from a teacher trying to instruct a class, or villagers at a cafe. Despite being a spin-off, Happy Home Designer has several noticeable differences. You can choose your character's face and hair freely, and no longer have to answer questions to decide your appearance. The controls for arranging furniture have also been greatly improved, including the ability to move furniture with the touchscreen instead of manually moving things, and also being able to move furniture in smaller increments than in previous titles. It also doesn't use a real-time clock, with each project taking up one in-game day. Some other features include Amiibo support, which allows you to pick specific villagers as clients, and choose which villagers are at certain facilities. There's also the Happy Home Network, which lets you share the houses and facilities you've created, and view other people's as well. Unfortunately, according to Nintendo's website, you can't share new creations anymore, and can only visit previously uploaded creations as of 2018. Overall, Happy Home Designer is a cute spin-off, but it lacks longevity. There isn't much variety once every facility is finished, so it gets repetitive quickly. I still think it's fun for what it is, and enjoyable in short bursts, so I'd still recommend it, especially now that it's a bit cheaper. The second Amiibo-focused spin-off, Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival, is a bit of a mess by comparison. It's essentially a board game with a collection of side modes, all of which use either Amiibo figures or Amiibo cards. Starting with the board game, there's only one board that you can upgrade over time with new paths and public works projects, and it also varies slightly depending on which month you choose, with each day in a month representing one turn. You can also choose which characters are in the background by scanning their Amiibo cards. The figures are used to select a character and roll the dice, and you can save your stats at the end of each round to level up and gain more costumes and emotes for that character. The goal of this mode is to collect the most happiness points by landing on positive spaces and avoiding negative ones, by passing checkpoints at the four corners of the map, or by earning bells, which are converted into points at the end of a round. The positive and negative events when you land on a space are appropriately charming, and there are even special turns featuring festivals or special visitors. The gameplay itself requires very little skill, with spaces giving or taking random amounts of bells or happiness points. Outside of choosing how many turnips to buy or sell, or using movement cards wisely, there's almost no skill required to play this, so it can feel extremely frustrating and not particularly rewarding. The rest of the modes involve Amiibo cards instead of the figures. Most of these are basic minigames that are kind of enjoyable but not particularly remarkable, including a quiz show, whack-a-mole, and many more quick diversions. The main issue with these is you have to scan cards to interact with them, making it difficult to accurately control your characters. The standout mode of this collection is Desert Island Escape. In this mode, you take turns controlling 3 characters as they collect supplies to build a raft within a certain amount of days. Along with the raft parts, spaces on the map can also contain obstacles like pitfalls and bugs, food, or crafting materials. If you run out of food, the game immediately ends, and tools can be used to increase your chances of getting through certain obstacles or obtaining more food. Different characters have unique abilities, so it's important to choose whoever you think is best suited for each stage. It's also much less luck-based than the main mode, with occasional spinners to determine outcomes of events and randomized item spaces, but there's still a decent amount of strategy required to explore thoroughly without wasting too much time and food. I think I enjoyed Amiibo Festival more than most when it released, because it does have a lot of charm, and a few modes that I can enjoy, yet it's still tough to recommend now, since my favorite mode is Playable New Leaf, and the rest of the package isn't terribly exciting. If you can find a new copy for a low price, it might still be worth it for the exclusive Amiibo figures and cards though. As of now, the last spin-off is Animal Crossing Pocket Camp. Admittedly, I haven't tried it myself because my phone can't run it, so all of this is based on what I could find out from trailers and the official site. Released for mobile devices in 2017, Pocket Camp allows you to design your own campsite and interact with animal villagers or other players, along with activities like getting or crafting furniture, completing requests for villagers, and catching bugs or fish. Being a free-to-play mobile game, there's also a special type of currency called Leaf Tickets that can be unlocked by completing certain tasks or by paying real money, and there's also monthly subscription services that unlock more item storage or special rewards. Since I haven't played the game myself, I don't know how necessary or intrusive these microtransactions are, but given Nintendo's other mobile titles, I'm inclined to expect the worst. With that, we've gone over all of the older Animal Crossing games. It's interesting to see how it went from a quirky Japan-only life simulation to one of Nintendo's most popular franchises, even having a variety of cameos and guest appearances in other Nintendo games, ranging from small references and cameos in games like WarioWare, Smooth Moves, Kirby Superstar Ultra, and Wii Music, to playable characters and locations in games like Nintendo Land, Mario Kart 8, and the Super Smash Bros. Series. There's even crossovers with third-party games, like Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate and Taiko no Tatsujin. It's been fun looking back at the highs and lows of one of my favorite franchises and seeing how it evolved over almost 2 decades. With the release of New Horizons, Animal Crossing isn't showing any signs of going away anytime soon, and I can't wait to see how this game evolves over time. And I fully expect I'll be putting hundreds of hours into this game, and future entries as well. In any case, thank you for watching.